day 10 of Cybersecurity Month today, and today we are talking about social engineering. So I'm sure all of us at this point have gotten one of those horrible calls by some scammer trying to tell us that we need to extend the warranty on our cars, or maybe that our social security number has been compromised, and if we don't act immediately, we're going to be fined or some such. That's social engineering. It's the kind of the act of maybe trying to manipulate someone, scare them, guilt them, or in some way get them to do what you want when maybe they shouldn't. From a cybersecurity standpoint, we often see it in the form of phishing emails to businesses trying to get people to either click on the link and maybe download some malware, or click on the link and type in some credentials that they can then steal and do something with. And it's a real pain. Um, we usually think about technology as the way we resolve a lot of these problems, but even the best firewall and best spam filter won't get everything. So with social engineering, what one of our main defenses is actually awareness training. And what that means is teaching your staff what scams look like, how they come about, when they're going to happen, like trends in scams. So, if it's around tax season, you might see more IRS related scams. If it's around Christmas, you might see more like package tracking scams and that type of stuff. A good security awareness training program for your staff is pretty consistent, right? Like you want people training not all the time. They don't have to be long, boring trainings, but consistent check-in. Say, hey, it's tax season. Remember, the IRS doesn't call you and say, hey, you owe us $1,000. Pay right now via the phone. They'll send you a registered letter. They'll do what they need to do. Similarly, the police don't call you and say, hey, there's a warrant. Pay your bail online, or you're going to get arrested. And just making sure people understand that these are scams. You don't have to panic. Just kind of take a breath and think, is this possibly real, or is this kind of weird? And if it's weird, teach them what to do. Hang up on them and look up the number of the business you were dealing with on their main website and call that number back and see if it was legitimate. If it's your bank calling you, don't give any information out. Call the bank back using their real number and then go from there. Um, Beyond that, you also want to teach people like what good looks like within your organization. What tools do your help desk use? How will they identify themselves? You don't want people just getting used to answering anybody who sounds technical on the phone and letting them remote into your systems. So part of training against social engineering is helping with this kind of stuff. If you're into cool books about social engineering, The Art of Deception, I think it came out in like 2003, is one of the classics written by Kevin Mitnick. It's all the tales of his exploits and some of the shenanigans he pulled when he was doing some of this stuff. I think now he's either the owner or a consultant with KnowBe4. So, really good training material there too. But yeah, social engineering, day 10. Train your users, don't get caught up in scams, and understand that it can kind of happen to anyone. We're all sort of susceptible to this stuff because, by our nature, we want to help people and we want to follow rules and things like that. And that's what the bad guys want. They want to mess with us because we're out there to help people. So protect yourself, protect your company, protect your staff. Have a great day.